Well, hello there. Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Sam. This is Bolt from the Blue Tarot, and I am going to be doing you a one-card pull for a little snack-size spiritual lesson that you can put in your back pocket for whenever you need it. Got a deck here of cards that I made myself from stories, because stories are sacred. Stories speak to consciousness in a language that it understands. This one. C-3PO telling stories to the Ewoks. Oh, this is incredibly meta. This is card number 46. This is about stories. So this card comes out to say, I'm so excited. The sun also just came out. This comes out to say that it's time to watch, read, listen to a really good story. And I'm not talking about daytime TV here. I'm not talking about a podcast you might have lined up. This is something epic, right? This is like Star Wars. This is like Lord of the Rings. This is the Epic of Gilgamesh. This is like big, bold, badass stories that speak to the nature of humanity and thus the nature of consciousness itself. So watch a story that you know is or you suspect will be epic. Read a story, listen to a story. However you will be enjoying this story. And then consider the lessons from that story for your life right now. I think we often watch stories for entertainment value alone. I watch stories purposefully for the spiritual lessons, also for entertainment, obviously, but I'm doing a little bit of reflecting constantly, especially for those stories that I was guided to, right? That I selected intuitively. Those are always the best because those are in divine timing. Those are completely and beautifully aligned. And those have not only lessons to teach you, but timely lessons to teach you. Spirit scaffolds the lessons it teaches you in a beautiful and elegant way and in perfect timing. So, especially if you're guided to an epic story, read it, listen to it. I'm trying to see what else. You know, stories are also lessons in empathy, and they include different archetypes that we can find within ourselves, even in the antagonists, right? The bad guys, or those that are working against the main characters or at cross purposes to them. Mentally put yourself in the shoes of the main characters, both the good guys and the bad guys, right? And what is it, consider what is it like to be them? And what about their journey made them this way? If it's a bad guy, an antagonist, what about their journey made them feel that they need to control, manipulate, bend situations to their will? And have you ever been in a mental place in your life where you felt like you needed to do that to maintain control? How has their ego gotten away from them? And from what perspective do the main characters act? Are they just as egoic, but on working at cross purposes? Or are they guided by greater, higher, more compassionate and loving values, or by spirit in some fashion, right? When we start to look at stories, we realize that there's a lot to that lesson about the road to hell being paved with good intentions. Both sides generally, usually think they're doing what is right, at least for themselves. So it's a good lesson in empathy as well. There's also encouragement here, not for everyone, but for a subset, to revisit an old story that you may have forgotten, particularly one from your childhood or one from your heritage, your cultural heritage, that you haven't visited in a long time, that you may have forgotten aspects of, that once brought you a great deal of pleasure. Yeah, I think that's it for today, guys. Enjoy a really, really good story, because that is sacred. Consciousness loves stories. And it's one of the best ways we learn. All right, guys, take it easy, and I will see you in the next one.